guys.
Welcome back and happy Thursday, my friends.
Happy Thursday. I'm Cindy.
And I am Paige.
And this
is Mom's the Word.
where Mom knows best.
Or at least she's trying her best.
I really am.
Yeah, me too. We all have been lately. I know y'all are.
New year, right? Did you set any Jay?
Jay's over there like, me too, me too.
I was going to ask you, I forgot last week when we were here, did you set any New Year's resolutions for this year? Or like goals maybe, you know?
Shit.
Haven't even thought about it, huh?
Cindy, it's actually technically, it's
Yeah, it
December
is,
20th.
guys. I put her on the spot just now.
So like I have 11 more days to decide this, but I guess I do have like a couple I would like. I have somewhat of a sharp tongue.
Okay.
I can be a bitch whenever it comes to, shut up, Ben. Whenever it comes to like if I get overstimulated, like I can just be very mean, and I don't want to be. I get that trait from my dad, and so I'm genuinely trying. I've asked God many times to make me softer and to give me more patience in that sense. So that's just what I hope.
I think that's a good goal.
That I can have.
You can do that.
Listen, Ben, we listen and we don't judge is the title of this fucking episode, okay? So you
And
just
you're
sit
judging
over there.
up there.
Sit over there and worry about yourself, sir.
Did your girlfriends appreciate your sharp tongue?
Yeah, they did. To be fair, my husband
I
does
didn't get it at
too.
first. Oh my God. That's a good goal though, Paige. I love that because
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't have to be something, physical, but just something that you can change in yourself in a positive way, and that'll help everybody.
Yeah. I don't want to be
What
so
about you,
bitchy.
Cindy?
You know me.
I haven't thought about my individual goals yet, but I do have a lot of goals as family goals. Like for our family, I would love to get out more. I would love to add camping to 2025. Just big family goals.
She's going to get out more.
Yeah, I was agreeing with
live outside?
Cindy is for the streets, but family streets, not like streets.
Not like my street.
No, but I'm saying like more outdoorsy. You know what I mean? So like my children are getting out of the have to be in their own room to sleep. Like we can go camping and it'll be fine. Like more hiking and things like that. Just getting more active as a family.
That would be
more
really
game
nice.
nights, more cooking together. So like my goals are very family oriented right now.
Love that.
I sure will have goals for myself, but I really my family's again going to come first 2025. So
Yeah, that's really good goals.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, no, I haven't thought of. I mean, I could think of something really quickly, but 2024 was a crazy year for us, right? We moved, we had 2 mortgages. Kyla was sick, and so that took a toll on us, right? Thank God we survived, and we're Gucci now. But we didn't take family vacations, which we normally take a lot of vacations, right?
Yeah.
And so it was wild for us not to take vacations. And so the first thing is I do want to take the kids on a vacation. 2, I don't know where
we did
yet.
was Great Wolf Lodge. Now that I'm
Literally.
thinking about it, that was the last one.
Yeah, but I felt, I guess it was like a
I've taken trips.
staycation.
Yeah, it's a staycation.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some
I'll be
sense.
gone.
Yeah.
Y'all-
I went to
y'all
Disney
in
World
Lubbock
twice.
Still, though?
Were we in Lubbock? No.
when?
No, y'all had just moved here. They had to have
Great
just
Wolf.
moved.
No, we lived here already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because we were all rushing to get there on time. No, we lived here already.
Who even knows? But
Yeah.
now I'm thinking
I'm
about it. I
going to
think we went
continue
to
to travel.
Vegas.
Maybe we
but
can take a family trip together.
None of
Yes.
us are going to Vegas this
I
year.
did have,
No.
No.
yeah, I did have Haley reach out to, I forget
Yeah,
the Yogi
We want to go to Yogi Bear Park.
Bear Park
What
to
is
see if
that?
we can all go.
It's here in Texas.
It's like
and
a
it sounds literally
glamping.
so fun.
Yeah, it's like a glamping
Camp.
camp.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks fun. But
I'm not a very outdoorsy person. I will do glamping
Yeah.
with air conditioning.
It's cabins,
Yeah,
so-
yeah. I would do
my
something like
gosh,
that. I'm
no.
not a tent. I can pitch a tent, but I will not sleep in a tent for sure.
that's a great goal.
Yeah.
Get on more
But
vacation.
just go out and do more stuff with the family, and that's our major goal. And then accomplish some more goals that Kyler and I have professionally that we need to do. I want to start doing more long segment cooking videos on YouTube, so I'm going to buy cameras and lights. And then Kyler was supposed to open a salon this year, but because he got sick, we had to postpone that. So hopefully we'll
Yeah.
make that happen next year.
We're also starting a business. Well, it's already started, but it'll become to fruition this year. Things just
Yes,
take
it
a while.
will. Yes, it will.
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will. But so last
We're
week
just trying to do things
I
right,
know,
you
we
guys.
are.
We don't
We're
want to
working,
launch.
and it's just us.
Yeah,
We
it's
love it.
literally just we are the whole team. We are the CEOs, the staff, all the things, the marketing, the everything. That's all us. And
CEOs?
we just
Did you say that?
CEOs. I want a sign for my desk that says that, please.
CEO.
CEO.
But we're working really hard, and so
Yeah.
it has gotten pushed back. But sometimes those are just signs that you don't want to rush something, which we do not.
Yeah.
So 2025, something will be coming that's great that we're very proud of.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're not going to release it till we're proud of it.
That's right. That's right. So last week, you guys, we did we listen and we don't judge,
Yeah.
and we spiraled. You guys, we kind of spiraled in that episode.
These bitches are crazy. I was like, I need to relax a little. Just
You
kidding.
guys, mine were so innocent. Everyone's like, I know Cindy has some more in her. I do. They're just in a vault.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine were so timid.
Oh, we know. They both have some stories, you guys, that I heard on the side that I was like, we're not saying that.
Hers was in Aspen, and it was about skiing. So if you haven't watched it, go listen to it.
If you
Aspen
haven't
ski
listened to
trip.
Paige.
Reformed skier.
But today we're going to go ahead and read your guys' that you've sent in. I have a list. Paige has a list. Jay has a list.
Yeah.
They're wild. I'm going to start with Wild 101. Okay.
Oh, you are?
We're
Okay.
firstly going to say
Yeah.
that
Deep dive.
before we go into this, we don't agree with some of these things. We don't back them. We don't. If we giggle, it's not because we're like, yeah, I do that too. Absolutely not. So don't take that. But they're wild.
Yeah, some
We-
of them are a little crazy.
It's all we listen and we don't judge.
We
Everyone's
listen
different.
And we don't judge.
And
Okay?
just
Whatever
because we're
floats your
reading
boat.
it doesn't necessarily, like, we didn't do it.
No,
so
but
don't
I
be
gotta
like,
read
oh
them.
my God, that is
I
horrible.
have to read them to let y'all know.
Plus, thou shalt not judge.
That's right. All right.
Period.
So the first one
I love you.
is wild. It's wild. But okay, I gotta find it. Alrighty.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. We listen and we don't judge. When I want to get a little sexy time at night, and you say that you're tired, her husband, I crush up one of your blue pills and put it in your ice cream before bed.
Well,
Next one, Paige.
Oh my God.
We
you
listen
know,
and we don't
we listen
judge.
and we don't judge. Yeah, that is wild.
Yes.
Taking an ice cream sundae to a whole new level. A banana split to a whole new level.
But, like, how does he not know?
No,
Surely
literally,
you
he would
know
have
the
to
feeling
know.
of taking one of those.
Doesn't it make you last for like hours?
And I'm sorry, can you not taste it?
I don't know anybody who's taken one, but
I
like,
would- I
doesn't
would
it
just-
make you like fully erect for hours?
I
They
don't.
cannot taste well. There's
I don't
no
know.
way.
I will tell you, y'all want to hear something funny?
What?
As a man, that is one thing that I'm like, oh my God, when is that going to happen to me? Is that going to happen to me? Can,
you think
can
about
that be
it.
preventative?
Probably men do think about that.
I'm sure men think
having
about
limp
that. Yeah, like where I won't be able to because I feel like I have a very sexual high drive, right? Or however you say that. And so, obviously that happens to men. And so
Yeah.
I always think to myself, I hope that doesn't happen to me, or let me be that 1% that makes it to the end fully ready and able, But I feel like all men probably think about that for sure.
I'm sure it's a concern.
Maybe it's like the same thing as like women with menopause. Don't y'all think about that? Like, when is that going to happen?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought people did.
I think it's because we get monthly reminders that we're not in it.
Well, I feel like, no, I mean, like some women dread that that's going to happen is what I meant.
I could
I do
not be
not.
happier
Oh, okay.
that it's going to eventually stop my period.
I feel like we'll just take it when it comes.
Yeah.
I feel like, but for a man, losing that is very masculine, and you
Yeah.
don't want to feel that way. As a woman, we don't lose. I mean, I know we lose sex drive, but it's not like not being able to perform. And so I can
Correct.
understand why it's a sensitive thing for men.
I'll have to borrow your strap-on page. You might haven't used it in a while, but get it out of the closet.
I cannot.
No, can I just tell y'all, I found the backpack of all my stripper clothes
Oh,
the
did
other
you?
day. Yes.
You should
We
do
need
that
a
as part of
haul.
your closet series. Hi guys, today I am cleaning my closet,
Literally.
and today's
Somebody
section
else should get
is
used to
my
these.
stripper backpack.
You never
No,
know
there's
who
some
might
fun
need
pieces
it.
in
Do
there.
it.
No, why wouldn't you do it? What if somebody wants to spice up their life?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
A
donating
giveaway.
them to a recovery center, so I don't
A
necessarily.
recovery center.
Yeah, there's like a women's center.
No, your
here.
stripper clothes?
No, the other, the other clothes.
I said, you're not donating that to a
The
stripper
other, the other
I mean,
clothes
sorry.
are though. That's why I'm like, where do you want
Recovery
me to
from
take
what?
those?
Recovery from what?
Oh,
though?
I'm so sorry.
Like sobriety. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she's-
nice.
her
They don't-
regular clothes.
Do they not like sexy clothes?
Well,
Oh,
not the
no,
stripper
just
Women
clothes.
their
still like
clothes.
to be sexy.
You would. I don't think you would
I
take
don't think
that
you
to
understand
a
that
recovery.
the
No,
sexy
no.
clothes is very different than stripper clothes. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah,
to
yeah.
send you guys some pictures in the group chat
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Dental floss.
That's why I
stuff.
was shook when she's like, "I'm gonna take it
What
to
is
the
their
center." And I was like,
clothes? I thought they were just like
I've
panties
got
and
some
drawers.
pretty interesting pieces.
We need a haul, you guys.
Yes, we
I
do.
know I have a photo, at least. of
Insert
me
the
and
photo
one
right here. Just kidding.
in
Okay.
your dreams.
Who has the next one?
I have
Paige
a next
or
one.
Jay has one.
I play like I'm sleeping when he wants kitty because I'm tired. I feel like all girls do that.
We definitely do.
Girl.
I'm not judging you. Cindy might not though. She liked the dick.
I do.
I will be asleep.
I don't do that. If anything, I tell Kyler, wake me up. Because he's like, but you don't like to get woken up. I said, I'll be woken up for that.
No, me too.
You can wake me up
I
for
tell
that.
Kristen
Don't wake
all
me
the
up for
time.
anything else.
Yeah. Please just start kissing me. I'll be up.
Mm-hmm.
Not I. Don't
No,
you fuck with me if
I
I'm
do
asleep.
sometimes say no though. Like I'm too tired. But Paige is right. We're very like active.
I don't say no.
That's why even like in the last one when she was like, if he doesn't want it, I crush it up. I'm like, shoot, I just move wrong. Well, a little bit. My husband's like, oh yeah, I'm ready now. Like even like if he's tired.
Mark's the same way.
You know what I mean? Though, like it just takes a little like.
Yeah, they're always ready to
My
go.
nipple came out.
So Kyler and I will give a subtle hint.
Clump in my
What the
hair.
Oh my God, you're shedding.
Because I guess from the wash, it was connected in my arm. I was like,
It's your armpit
what
hair.
the fuck is tickling
She pulled
me?
out an armpit hair. Look at it. It's all fake.
Show
Put
him,
it
show
on
him.
the ground.
Kyler and I, sometimes I usually go to bed. We go to bed at the same time. We've talked
Yeah.
about this. We go to bed
At
really
like
late.
3
But
a.m.
sometimes when I decide I'm going to wake up or go to bed early, I will text him like, oh, I took a shower. Good night. And that's my subtle hint to say you can wake me up. I'm fresh and ready to eat.
That's a happy
Everything's ready to
marriage,
gobble.
though.
Yeah.
But also, I do get you, girl. We all fall asleep and
Yeah.
be tired.
We all do.
Paige, you got one?
Oh, we listen and we didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. We
listen and we don't judge.
Okay, well, let me get off my stripper picture real quick. Let me go to
She's
the...
in her file of stripper pictures.
It says, this one's a long one, y'all.
Okay, let's go.
And I've not read it, so hopefully I'm not going to judge you, baby. We listen and we don't judge. I had a one-night stand. It says I had a one stand, so I was confused there for a second. I had a one-night stand before I was in a relationship with my husband. We were friends, and I had no clue he looked at me romantically the night of the one-night stand because he was blowing my phone up and turned it. Wait, what? I can't. Am I having a stroke? Am I just not reading this correctly?
Turned it because I...
Yeah, I need to read between the lines.
I'm trying.
Okay, before I was in a relationship with my husband, we were friends. I had no clue he looked at me romantically. The night of the one night stand. So it was her husband before. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The night of the one night stand, he was blowing her phone up. Mm-hmm. She turned it off. She turned it something because she was having a one night stand.
Oh, so she's like,
turned
I'm
it off
just
'cause she's
going to
having one
ignore.
night
I'm
stand.
going to ignore
Hubby
it.
here.
'Cause yeah.
Well, they're not together.
They're not together.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she was having a
okay.
one night stand with somebody else.
Mm.
Okay.
I can't read, apparently.
Do you want to keep going?
No, you
Okay.
go. You're doing a great
Fast
job.
forward 20 years later, as of last year, we were in my husband's neighborhood that he grew up in, and a dude on a bicycle passes and speaks. I speak, and I go to scrolling my phone. My husband gets back in the truck and says, I know who that was, and he's being confused, though, as he was asking about his friend was visiting. I'm like, duh, we all come here all the time. He said, no, the guy on the bike? Once again, I'm confused, and I'm like, no. He said, that was the guy on the bike you turned your phone off for. I said, well, I never got the name of him, and I couldn't pick him out of a line, so I still don't know him. So basically, her husband and her were driving 20 years later, went to his husband's old neighborhood, ran into the guy.
And
the guy,
she didn't know who he was.
She didn't know who he was, but how did the husband know she had a one-night stand with him?
I wonder
she
if the
doesn't
guy
even
told
know?
her.
She
The
doesn't even know what
guy
he
on the
looked
bike
like.
told her.
I'm not judging.
She doesn't know him, she says.
It's
she
a
don't even
one-night stand.
recognize him. But how's the husband recognize him?
That's weird.
We're not judging, girl.
He's
Get your
never
one-night
forgotten.
stand.
You know, this reminds me of a story. I got a story
Have
for you.
Have you ever had a
Let me
one-night
tell
stand?
you a story of this. Okay, so I had a one night stand,
I've never.
and I went with this guy.
I'm too feelings. The bitch catches
Really?
feelings too fast. Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were playing.
No, can't even have
Oh,
a
wow,
fuck
okay.
buddy. No.
Okay, so I went to go, have a little roll in the hay with this guy, where we finish, and this is actually the first time that I watched Devils Wear Prada. Right, we're watching the movie together. We decided to, do that and then watch a movie. And the next thing he's like, "Oh, my roommate's here," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then he's like, "It's okay, like he won't come in." And we started talking. He's like, "What's your name?" And so I was like, "Jessariah," and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Jessariah," and he's like, "You're Jessariah?" And I was like, "Yes," and he's like, "My cousin's in love with you." His cousin, the one that just showed up, was a guy that I was talking to as well. And I didn't know that they were cousins. So then it got like, at first we were like super like cuddled up. And the next thing you know, we were both kind of sitting there
Telenovela.
watching Devil Wears Prada. Like, this is awkward, but we were waiting for his cousin to leave again
So you could leave.
so I could leave. And it was like the most awkward thing. And then after that, me and him never talked again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, wild.
That is wild.
I've
Okay,
never had a moment like that.
Me neither.
Let me see if I can read.
What about this one?
Go for it.
When I buy Christmas gifts,
we listen and we
listen and we don't
judge.
judge. When I buy Christmas gifts, if possible, I open them to play with them or test them out. That's a mom one. That's a mom one for sure. She's like, let me play with these toys really quick.
I like it, okay?
We listen and we don't judge.
Let me preface and say I am now 33 years old and married with my wife of 8 years, and I recently gave birth to our first IVF baby boy this fall. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
But when I was 19, I was in my first girl long-distance relationship. I lived here in East Texas, and she lived in North Carolina. I was head over heels in love, and we dated for 7 months until she decided to call it quits one night. And I was so distraught that the next day I went and got a $300 loan, told my mom and sister that I was going to Hurricane Harbor in Arlington with a friend for the weekend, but instead I drove 14 hours straight to North Carolina to talk to her. We listen and we don't judge. And then she said, I look back now and see how extremely dangerous that is, being 19 and driving across the country for a girl, but lesbians' relationships sure are something.
Yeah. I wonder if the car she rented was a U-Haul. So what's
Definitely.
interesting is I wonder if the reason why she drove 14 hours was because she didn't want her family to know or to find out. When
No, I think she was scared she was getting dumped.
Oh,
and
okay.
She didn't want to.
We've all drove for somebody.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When I was coming out of the closet, or before I even came out, I lived in a small town with like 20 people. And so I would not talk to anybody. I would not associate with any of the openly gay people because I was so scared that my dad would find out. And so my first booty call was actually from MySpace, and I drove an hour and a half in the middle of the night to go have a one-night stand on the side of the freeway in Roswell, New Mexico, and then drove back home, and I was falling asleep, and I had to call my best friend, and I was like, girl, I need you to keep me awake because, I have trouble driving and falling asleep. And so, but I did that because I was so scared of my dad finding out that I didn't want to risk it with anybody who lived in our town, because we lived in a small town,
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, the next one I have, it says, we listen and we don't judge. I lost my brother just over 2 months ago, and I find myself angry at those who still have their siblings and siblings who just don't care about their other siblings.
Oh, no, I'm not judging you at all. That's so fucking valid.
I get it, yeah.
That's so valid. I get angry with one of my siblings right now because of the lack of care towards our addicted sister. And that is so incredibly frustrating to me because it's like,
why am I the only one that cares?
Gone. Yeah, she could be gone any day. And I often think to myself, and I hate that I do this, but I know I can see myself whenever, I can like picture the like fake fucking crying, the like, oh, I cared so much and I was there. And I can picture myself being like, what was her Wendy's order? What does she eat at McDonald's? What size does she wear? When's the last time she used? Do you know who's her users? Do you know what address does she stay at? What's the neighborhood she stays at? Do you know fucking anything about her? Because I would know every single detail down to I know her driver's license number. So I absolutely understand that. And my sister's not even gone yet, so I can only imagine. I don't think anybody should judge you for that, baby girl.
I think that a lot of people feel that when you've lost somebody and then you see someone who's not really appreciative or something like that. I will say that before I had children, I would get very upset when heterosexual families did not take care of their children, and I'm like, here I am wanting to have a family and I cannot, and you can have it so free willing, what is the word?
So
easily.
I think we all have that one thing.
So easily, and yet you don't appreciate it and you don't take care of your children. And here I am wanting to be a dad.
Oh, that's a huge one.
I used to do that
for
a
me.
lot in the beginning.
Yep. Have another one? We listen and we don't judge.
This is a parent one for sure. I've told my daughter that we were out of things because I didn't want to make it. I think that's very common as parents. Sometimes we'll be driving by McDonald's or some restaurant or something, and they're like, "Can we go get a Happy Meal or can we go to the park?" I'm like, "Oh my God, it's closed today. Like we can't go."
I'm so sorry. It's such a bummer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So
we listen
and we don't judge.
I love to eat ketchup and Doritos. I've been doing this since I was a kid, and I'm now 36.
Wow.
I love Doritos and salsa, but I don't think I could do ketchup.
I love Doritos and Valentina or Doritos and cream cheese.
Oh, Doritos and cream cheese.
Nacho cheese Doritos are one of my favorite chips.
So good.
Oh my
Boston's. If Boston sees that red bag,
Oh, really?
it's over.
We have to keep it out of our house because it's red 40.
We do too.
Yes, it's really hard. I've been
we
trying to
even
find
go-
alternatives to those, and
There's
it's
not.
very hard.
If we
Lord,
even
I
go
should
to
make
Walmart,
some.
he sees
We should
the
try to come up with the
Doritos.
recipe.
Good luck. How are we
Somebody
going to
has
make
come out with
powdered
them.
cheddar?
You have to dehydrate it and then blend it.
I don't want to.
We listen and we don't judge. My son is possibly autistic, waiting on a testing. He likes to get himself dressed every day, puts on everything backwards, and I don't always change it the correct way. I just let him rock it.
Period.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's
He's getting himself dressed. First of all, congratulations.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
huge
amazing.
thing.
There's no
Maybe
judging
that's
there.
just how he wants to work.
I
wear
love it. I even
him
let
do
my kids do it.
Yeah.
Like, you want to wear that today? We can go nowhere. Let
Go
go
for
for it.
One of the things that I have worked on being more flexible in is my kids picking out their own outfits, specifically Grayson. Everybody else really doesn't ask. Amor once in a while. Everyone else don't really care. But Grayson is very adamant on dressing himself. And he will come out wearing Kingston's 3T shirt and some shorts and then some boots and
You're like,
something.
whatever.
And so in the past, I would be like, no, you need to change. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, whatevs.
What else?
I don't care.
Let them have their individuality.
Yes, it exactly expresses themselves, and at the same time, do I really want to deal with the attitude for the rest
No.
of the day, or no? Let's just get it through and go to Walmart real quick or Target and get it done.
That's right. We listen
And we don't judge.
This one is concerning to me. It says, I hate my husband and the sex sucks.
We listen and
And
we
we
don't.
don't judge.
I'm not judging you. I'm more
Concerned for her.
Because to dislike your husband and to not be enjoying sex with him, it's
You
a red
shouldn't
flag.
stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you deserve to live a happy life, and so does he.
Yeah. And you also deserve good sex.
I would
Absolutely.
say, in the sense of devil's advocate, sorry, that guy's jacket says "Child of God." I just thought it was interesting. Sorry, squirrel. I would say, let's play devil's advocate. Have you vocalized these things to your partner?
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes when couples get together, you're used to certain things or you like certain things, and you have to teach your partner or tell them, could you kiss me this way? Could you do it this way? Could you bend me over this way? Something like that. You
right.
have to communicate
That's
those
right.
things with your partner and say, you know what, let's talk about it, because maybe that person is feeling the same thing. And then what could happen is sex life could be great because you communicate it, y'all work through it, and y'all do it.
That's right.
So, yes.
We listen
And we don't judge.
Sometimes I throw away one of the pair of socks. My husband constantly leaves them everywhere. And then when he's looking for stuff to find a matching socks, I get a little bit of joy out of it. We're listening, girl.
I'm not judging, but
No.
I buy the socks. So I'd be like, no, don't throw this away.
Literally.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I hide my favorite drinks and snacks from my husband so I don't have to share. That's valid, actually. I do the same thing. Because
Yes.
he'll eat the whole freaking box.
Yes.
So, yeah, I hear you, girl. That's valid.
That is a good one. We listen and we don't judge. I throw away all the extra little parts from toys.
Me too.
Yes, because they're everywhere.
And
They're
they're
little.
swallow hazards.
They
I'll be
are.
like, fuck that little shoe.
Yeah.
She doesn't even care about it.
Yeah.
Then they'll be looking for it. Like, especially where he's like, where'd that little piece go? I'm like, "Mm."
Yeah, I do that a lot. We do a cleanup with the kids, and then when the kids go to bed, we do an extra cleanup where we, part with some toys.
This one makes me laugh.
Okay.
We listen and we don't judge. I change the kitchen clock 20 minutes ahead of time before bedtime, so for my kids whenever I'm exhausted. That's so clever.
That is hilarious.
That's smart, girlfriend. I'm
Yeah,
not judging you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taking notes.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
I do that a lot.
Boston doesn't understand the time concept.
Yeah.
Once he does, that's going to be kept in the back.
I do that a lot when I don't set a timer, but now I do, hey Siri, set a timer, and the kids like that. But before, we're like, okay, we got 5 minutes, and then 30 seconds later, I'd be like, all right, time for bed.
Time for
Time's up, guys.
bed.
Y'all had so much fun. That time went by so fast.
Time flew.
Okay, I have one.
Okay, go.
We listen and we don't judge. I wore a Christmas sweater thinking that we were filming for December, and so we realized that we were filming episodes for January, and I'm gonna wear Christmas the whole time in January.
he's just festive.
We listen and we don't
don't
judge.
All right, the next one says that I use the Ferber method to get my children to sleep, and they still cry, and they're basically okay with that. They use the Ferber method. Cry it out.
Oh,
The cry it out method.
I had never heard of that until Desperate Housewives, where Lynette sleep trains is what they said it in sleep trains, where you lay them down at the time and they're going to cry until they fall asleep.
Yeah, it's the
and I
cry
know
out
that some
method.
people could
There's
not, and
big
some people
opinions on
could.
that.
Yeah, there is. With Boston, I hired a sleep coach at like 9 months because he was struggling to want to stay like down for the night. And so I hired one, and her method was basically cry it out, but with like reassurance and going back in as the parent. So like I would lay him down. We would do the same routine, and I would lay him down, and yes, he would cry for about 10 minutes. But if he had cried for 5 minutes, once I hit that 5-minute mark, I was able to go in and say, hey, it's okay. It's just night time. You got to go to sleep.
That's not
Give him
the
a
Farber
kiss,
method,
lay
though.
him down, and then go back out.
That is
and
how you're
then
supposed
we
to
would
do it.
basically
Yeah.
do it for minutes and minutes
I
and
think that's
increments.
That's how I sleep train all of my children.
Yes.
Yeah. And then eventually they just lay down and they don't cry anymore because they
Yes.
just understand that it's time to go to bed. But
'Cause you
I've
do
never
come
just
back.
sat
Yeah.
them in there and been
No,
like, cry
never.
till you
No,
fall
I
asleep.
couldn't.
Farber method is literally
can't
7
either.
p.m. Put them in the room. Do not come back till 6 or 7 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Unless they're taking a bottle like 4 hours later. But
could
no,
not
you're
do
supposed
that.
to just let them cry till they fall asleep. And that is it, because they're in their bed, you're watching their monitor. I could never. My anxiety could
can't,
never.
yeah.
And now I'm taking care of so many babies that method the Paige is talking about is the method that works.
Yeah.
Put them in there, let them know you come back every time, and they will eventually fall asleep.
You know, bedtime can be really hard, but what has helped me, and then obviously I fostered a lot of children, and so we had to establish a routine. So a specific time that they're going to go to bed, set timers before that time to give them pre-warning that it's going to come, right? Read books, a song, something to establish a routine to let them know and hopefully ease them into it is what I would say would be best.
I feel like all of this just really shows that, like, all the things you guys do, someone's going to relate to it. Like, no one's going to judge you.
No.
There are a couple things that we're like, I wouldn't do it that way, but somebody else would.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
everyone's
all right.
different and everyone can
'Cause
do it.
somebody
Whatever
did-
floats their boat.
Somebody did comment another question saying like that we all three seem to parent differently, yet we all get along well. Like, how do
Differently.
we? And I thought that was interesting because I
don't
don't
think
feel
we
we do,
parent
because
differently.
I would personally not hang out with somebody who completely parented differently
Yeah.
than me, because you're going to see me have to discipline my children in front of you. Sometimes that's just how it goes, and I have to be comfortable with how you're disciplining as well. So maybe I don't know how they're seeing that, but maybe because I don't even know.
Well, I
I've
mean,
never
they
disciplined my children on camera before, but I think we're very similar.
Yeah, but when we say discipline, we're not the type to like degrade or embarrass our
No.
children in front of the other kids or even in front of the other adults. Like if one of the children is like being spoken to because that something has happened, it's very private. It's very much between the child and the parent, and we as friends stay out of it. It's not our place to
Yeah.
be part of it. We just kind of stay in our own
But none of us
corners
like
and-
holler, like yell
No.
at our kids. Like
No.
it's very like pull them aside. So like for me, my parenting is definitely if like let's say my oldest is doing something he shouldn't be, I will pull him aside or have him go talk to his dad just to take a second away. Basically redirecting, even at an older age.
Yeah.
And so same thing with the babies. It's just a lot of redirecting. So I don't think we parent differently.
Not at all.
No,
I couldn't.
don't.
I could
Not
not.
even a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we do either. So,
I'm not like I'm trying to think if there's
Yeah.
like anything major that we
Yeah, I
do
don't-
differently,
I don't
but
think
I
we
don't
do.
think so.
yeah, I was trying to find it.
I don't think so. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, right here. I noticed you guys all parent different.
I
Interesting.
wonder what that means.
And maybe you see like because Paige has children, with autism, and I have foster children, and Jay's we have to parent different emotions, but really we're not parenting differently. We parent towards each child. I
Yeah.
guess we
Yeah.
should say.
I think we're all pretty firm and like we're gentle parents
Yeah.
with sternness
Yeah.
also added
Absolutely.
into it. We're not passive parents by any means.
I'm what you call a realist parent. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you what's going to happen
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like all of you are.
Yeah, we don't
so.
sugarcoat shit,
No.
any of us.
Nope.
I don't spank my kids.
Nope.
That's just not. I was spanked a lot as a child, and it did nothing for me. So I don't spank my children.
I was never spanked, and so it's gone. My parents have never hit me or my brother, and so
Oh shit! I was spanked.
I'm very
like, every
thankful for that.
day.
My parents were beat, and so they said that we're never doing that, which has gone on to us. And I just think there's other ways
Yeah.
in parenting. We talk a lot. I'll
No,
probably
like
be getting on my kids' nerves.
every day.
I think that
Every day I was spanked.
that's
Every day.
very
I
hard.
can remember like even as a little kid, like every day.
And so you remember it as an adult. That's what people don't realize. I'm like, your kids are about to grow up and remember what you did. Oh, anyways, got any more? We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, no shit.
We listen and we don't judge.
I told my kids that if they rolled the windows down on the freeway, the doors would fall off. That's funny.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Honestly, that wind is loud on the freeway, girls. I don't blame you.
Yes.
Sometimes once in a while I will roll down the windows and it's nice. I'll blaze the music and we have like a whole jam out session.
Not on the freeway.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh,
like
okay.
getting on the freeway about to, but once we're like fully on the freeway, no, the windows need to come up.
All right, we listen and we don't judge.
Judge.
My go-to Subway sandwich is a tuna sandwich.
I love tuna from Subway, so no judgment.
A lot of people are iffy on fish from places, how long it sits out. No, we're not judging.
It's
don't
got
like
too
tuna?
much mayonnaise in it for me.
I will say I used to work at a Subway when I had just came out of school. I had 2 jobs.
Jay has the wildest life, I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, for real. And it is a lot of mayonnaise.
It's a lot of mayonnaise.
The tuna is just like normal tuna packet, and then you add a certain amount of mayonnaise, and that's it. That's all it really has. But I don't mind a tuna sandwich from
I don't
Subway.
mind a tuna sandwich, but not from Subway.
Jimmy John's is good, but you know what I learned? They put teriyaki sauce in theirs.
Oh, interesting.
I love green apple in my
Random.
tuna sandwiches. It's so good.
We listen and we don't. Just kidding.
Oh my goodness, this one's funny. It says, I peed in the bar bathroom trash can while my friend was throwing up in the sink with the door open for the bar to see.
We don't judge.
Fun
girl.
times.
We've been there.
I used to have this boss that loved to make me throw up like every Christmas party that we had. And there's this bar in the town that I'm from, this small town. And it's got like a swinging bathroom door, and I like bust through that bitch and started like projectile vomiting into the sink, and they said like all they could see was just like through every swing. Like,
Oh my
me
gosh.
just puking. So that's why I had to tell him I was pregnant with Boston, because the Christmas party was like a week later, and I was like, well, he's gonna want me to throw up.
We listen and we don't judge.
judge.
I told my kids that the elves only go to naughty kids' houses to watch them. And then I got guilty and got an elf.
She did not want to do the Elf on the Shelf. Sure, Elf on the Shelf can be a lot.
But like I heard
Someone
kids
said
are like,
something about Elf on the Shelf
Did they?
earlier too. Yeah.
Did they?
Thinking of making Elf on the Shelf have a magical accident so they don't come back.
oh my God. And it's funny because like I guess some like kindergartners and stuff, they're at school talking about their elf. And then there's kids that are like, well, I didn't get one. Why did you get one? And I didn't get one.
Yeah.
So it's very...
we were late. Kelly she's not like a basic elf. Santa really needed her until the 14th.
Yeah.
And so we were a little late, and Ari and Amor were like, our bell at school is, or our elf at school is ready. Where's Kelly? And I'm like, oh, well, those are basic elves. Kelly is high up there. She's like CFO. And so she's going to come a little later. Santa needs her. And so that's what I did.
I love that.
But
Have y'all seen the videos where the dog has the elf and the kid's like, what have you done?
no.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
is
the
it?
dog took her.
What's interesting on Elf on the Shelf is I don't like when they do trick, like they're mischievous.
They are mischievous.
I don't like that. I don't do that in my house. Your
elf doesn't do that.
No,
but we are allowed to
mischievousness.
set prerequisites for our elves that are coming. Because sometimes Santa won't send you mischievous ones.
Yeah.
Like currently we have one mischievous one. And then the second one we were requested, we were like, please tone it down, Santa.
Okay.
We cannot do both.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've just never done a mischievous elf. Mine is more focused on, I don't know, like good
Holiday
life
fun, yeah.
lessons, fun.
It's like the middle of January now. We're all still talking about our elves.
I have an elf in the closet.
Lawton would take that elf.
But he'd be like, fuck this is mine.
You should get Snoop on the stoop.
Yeah, I should.
I
would
have
be
Snoop
fun.
on the
Azita
stoop.
Do
has
you?
Snoop on a
Or
stoop.
Martha is. wait,
Mark the Steward has one now too.
Martha on the mantle or something like that? Yeah.
Well, they're all dressed up.
Yeah, they all have on the same
Okay.
little tracksuit.
We listen and we don't judge. Okay, so this one is in her husband's voice. Okay, so I'm going to read it. Sometimes in the morning when he is brushing his teeth, he doesn't turn the light on. So he doesn't know if he's using his toothbrush or his wife's toothbrush. We're not judging. Y'all share saliva,
Well,
right?
No,
I
I'm
mean,
fucking
well, I'll tell you
judging.
one.
That's disgusting.
I'll tell you. Okay, wait. I feel like I'm about to ask
You're
you.
going to gross us out.
That's
Do
foul.
you use Mark
No,
or Chris's
absolutely not.
toothbrush? You've never
There's
used it.
different germs in your mouth.
I went to dental
But y'all make out.
assistant
Y'all lick each
school.
other. What does it
No,
matter?
it's- different.
No. You're scrubbing the plaque off your teeth. That's
She's
basically
literally-
caca.
yeah,
That's
her
basically
husband's a dentist.
shit It's literally, it's caca. I'm not shitting you. It's just, I mean, it's wet caca.
I have used Kyler's toothbrush
Well,
before.
that's why you have Kyler's plaque.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have used this
She's
toothbrush
literally,
before.
her husband's a
Kyler
dentist. You
gets
think she's
grossed
gonna be
out.
like, yeah, we share plaque.
Never in my life.
We listen and
we
we don't
don't
judge.
judge.
I willingly call my son a crotch goblin to his face. To his face.
A lot of people use that word.
Yeah, I don't think that I could to their face, but I do say crotch goblin.
Yeah, they're crotch goblins.
I've never used
You're my
that
little
term.
crotch goblin.
I don't know. I've never used that term.
And
not a bad thing.
Crotch.
Yeah, well, I don't have a crotch. Wiener goblin.
I don't think I refer to anything like that.
No.
to my
I
kids.
am very, well,
Bear
you know.
just straight up knows. Yeah, you came out my vagina. Like that's what he knows.
Yeah. I don't know. I have
He did.
Yeah.
a childhood trauma of adults calling kids outside their names or words of love. So a rule in my home is
Yeah,
you will
Jada's not
not
like
call my
this.
children, yeah, for real. You will not call my children outside of their name or call them names that are not words of love. So you're not going to tell my child that they have big ears, they're hairy, they're fat, whatever. It's either love, mi vida, their name, their middle name, stuff like that. So that is a very big thing for me. Everyone's different, right? I know that the intent isn't that, but I just don't do that.
Yes. Yeah.
And this one says, I wipe my kids' boogers on them after I pick them.
So,
I'm not judging. That's funny.
yeah.
I mean, you're washing their
Speaking
clothes
of
off, I guess.
boogers,
Oh no, Jay has a story for everything.
speaking of boogers, wait,
Why
did y'all
are
see the
smiling?
video
Yeah,
of Jelly
Tyler's
Roll?
boogers too.
No.
Jelly Roll eating his booger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that? Oh my god! And he really was like,
Where's he going to put it?
no, he was like savoring it. It looked like he, when you put like a candy and it's like really
I
good.
think he was trying to hide.
It didn't look. No, that looked like I haven't eaten this in a long time. And you pick
You
him up and you're
enjoyed
like, that's what it
What
gave
does
me.
it taste like?
Well, you do it. Let's do it right now.
Okay. No, I'm being serious. Like, what is it? It has to taste good if multiple people are doing it.
Who?
I don't know that multiple people are doing
Not on this table.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think it tastes like?
Who the fuck?
What do I think a booger tastes like? Slimy,
Bacteria,
salty.
salty.
Ugh. I don't know. Kind of like, did y'all ever have those Harry Potter, those
Jelly beans?
Bean Boozled?
Yeah. Oh
my
That's what
God.
I would think of. Something like that.
Yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah,
nasty
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
That
If you pick
Those
your
are so
child's booger,
foul.
okay, if you pick your child's booger, and there's no paper towels, okay, where do you put it?
Their sleeve.
Okay, flick it. Oh, there's sleeves, so she does put it on
it
her
depends.
kid.
What texture is it?
Yeah.
So
like,
listen,
if my
flicker
nose is gross,
or-
I'll wipe it with their sleeve.
I take my shirt all
The
the time.
inside of the
I'll do
shirt.
that, yeah.
I do the inside of the shirt so
Sometimes
that way.
Bear's at an age where he'll pick a booger, and if he doesn't know where to put it and he can't flick it, I say put it on the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah.
Just wipe it because that way he takes his shoes off at home and it just goes on the ground.
That's nasty.
So see, we're not judging, girl.
No. But boogers are nasty.
Yeah.
Bodily fluids are gross.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait till they're teenagers.
Yeah. Amen.
Oh,
Oh, guys, we're not judging you.
No way.
Hopefully you weren't judging us.
thank you for
last time.
sharing, you guys. I
Thanks
love
for hanging out and
this.
sharing with us.
Yeah.
I think
I don't think nobody should judge, right? And in any circumstancing, I don't think judging is correct. We all
a couple
have.
circumstances
Well,
I'm not
we have
judging
no,
on.
no. But I mean, like, okay. So this is my thing. Like, so I'm nosy and I am very judgy. I know that for sure. Like, I love the chisme, but I don't go tell my judginess onto someone's social media platform. So I don't go comment on people's things,
Right.
yeah.
anything like that. I don't go and
I'll just
spread
send
the
it to
hate and all
you.
that. I will tell my best
Yeah,
friends,
I'll
be like,
just
can
tell
you
you.
believe this,
Totally
bitch?
safe to do.
Like, did you see what Nurse Hannah and
That's
Ashley
what
Trevino did?
fucking-
Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Do you
Stuff
keep
like
up with
that.
the Ash Trevino?
Yes, we do.
My
We
video.
gotta talk.
I posted a video today. This is way back now. I posted a video talking about her today, and someone reported me for bullying her.
Yeah.
All they said was she's my age, and I can't believe this. That's what I said.
Yeah. So
Bullying.
It was probably her.
that's what I mean from the from
I
the
didn't
judge.
even fight it. I was like, you know what?
Right.
It ain't even worth it.
From the judgmental side, we are all judgmental people, but I go and tell Kyler, I tell y'all,
Yes.
I
My
don't
safe
go and try to
people.
make people feel like shit for
Yeah.
their choices or what brings them joy. That is where I keep it to myself. Positivity, I will share. The funny, petty, nasty, funny like comments like that, I will tell these ladies and I will tell Kyler, and I'll keep
right.
it to myself. That's what I mean with don't go out there and spread that judgmental
That's
hate.
right. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
We are now in the middle of January, you guys. Make sure you guys are
Yes.
following us on all
Hey,
of our
did
other
you know-
platforms in case it's not here next week. When this drops, this will be either the last week of TikTok or we are here.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so if you're not following us, we all will be posting on all of our other platforms. We all have a YouTube channel, an Instagram channel, and we would love for you guys to continue and to follow us over there. And
didn't
we'll still
even
be
think
posting.
about
Guys,
that.
bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so sad.
I know.
Yeah.
It is. But here on Mom's the Word, keep the giggles going.
And the love flowing.
And until next time,
Mom knows best. Or at least she's trying her best.
We are.